Before I begin with this video, I just want to state that in no shape, way, or form am I a financial advisor or giving out financial advice in any sort of type of way. This is all part of my opinion. You can follow me if you want to, and if you don't want to, you don't have to follow me. Please, in any way, do not make any investment due to my information. Thank you. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video with Ken Beard Trades, and today I'm going to be breaking down my overall thoughts on the market. Everything that has been going on this week, and just my thoughts on it, basically. And so, yeah, let's get started. So, today is Friday, and this week has been, a pretty decent week in the overall market. There hasn't, been a ton of news, but there has been some underlying headlining news that I do want to talk about, that I do want to speak on today, and I'm going to break down that for you. So, just starting off here, the beginning of the week, I'm just looking at the SPX, the overall market here. We were downtrending for a few days. We have seen on Wednesday a sharp downtrend in the overall market here. I'm looking at the SPX, and you can also go back and look at the VIX, see that volatility was starting to really rise, really increase, which caused this downtrend below the 50 moving average. And so we saw that, and that was kind of like the big highlight mover of this week, and so that's kind of what I paid attention. Now, on this day, I believe there was some news about, let's go here and look. I believe there was some news focused around, there was, just news surrounding the initial jobless claims being higher than previous. And so those initial jobless claims being higher than previous, if we go back and just look at the economic data for this week, not a whole lot going on. Like this Monday we had consumer credit, Tuesday was the productivity and unit labor cost, and really the main thing that I was looking for was these jobless claims to see, okay, is the overall economy, do people think that the economy is getting better, or do people think that the economy is getting worse, based on whether or not more people are filing for, having jobless claims, right? So the initial jobless claims, the previous one was 716,000, and we bumped up, past the forecast to 853,000 initial jobless claims. So that really made the market move. I feel like that was the reason why we had that big downtrend on Wednesday. Other than that, we had job openings, wholesale inventories. Wholesale inventories, they got beat out, 6.5 million to 6.7 million. So you can obviously see, U.S. jobs openings rose in October, but layoffs rose even faster as coronavirus started to surge. So, we have this mixed in, people still being at fears, still people, not getting the job opportunities back that they initially had due to the coronavirus. But at the same time, we also have, things like this going on in the markets. Dow Jones futures signaled solid losses. The FDA rapidly Pfizer coronavirus vaccine. So that was a big thing as well, that this Pfizer vaccine was okayed by the FDA, and you can see here coronavirus vaccine for people 16 and older. Panel members spoke positively about the Pfizer coronavirus vaccine, which showed 95% effectiveness in a final stage trial. The FDA said earlier Friday that it will rapidly work towards granting emergency use approval. Health and Human Services Secretary Alex Azar expects FDA approval over the next couple of days, with vaccination starting Monday. So this is very soon. This is coming up, and so we could see the market, uh, you know, maybe have some increase of volatility for a little while until the vaccine is actually confirmed as being something that is going to be useful in our in the situation that we're going through right now, as something that's going to work. Now, if the vaccine for some reason was not to work, of course that would take a turn for the tables. But the vaccine works, and there's credit behind it. I believe that the market, will take a turn for the better. I think that everything will start to take a turn for the better if the vaccine, of course, shows some good effectiveness. Right now, what we're looking at here is the market solidly breaking out of a few levels that I have here on SPX, and we broke out here, and we're pulling back. And as we're pulling back, we're basing here at this 3643 or this 3650, whatever you want to call it, level, and it looks like it's holding up pretty well. So overall, we're still bullish in the market, in the overall market. We may have mixed fears, we may be, not so certain, but for everything to be going on, we surely are heading to the upside. Now, what did concern to me a little bit was me just checking out. Besides all the fundamental news, and besides everything that's been going on in the economy, headlining things in that nature, looking at my technicals, looking at the RSI here, we were having this bearish divergence. We're showing here that we were overbought, and obviously you can see that level that we were overbought, and we took a turn for the tables, coming having this hard sell-off, and we got rejected at this key level multiple times. Well, we made a lower high, but we got back here, got rejected, but kind of flopped around this level a bit. But overall, we were oversold here, and we're back up to this level, even to making an all-time high. And the RSI indicator is not showing us that it's overbought again. So that being said, that is a bearish divergence. And so is that telling us that the market isn't going to hold up here? Who knows? All I can go is based on what's going to actually happen and trade based on that. But if you're going to wait for some confirmation, if you're going to wait for the market to for you to actually go short on this, or have a bearish assumption on the market, what you're going to want to wait for is, this to actually begin to volatility to actually go to an extreme level. Now, volatility is increasing. We're up to 25.20. That's where we got to in the pre-market today. Now, since Wednesday, we have been uptrending in the volatility. So volatility has been on a rise for whatever reason. Volatility has been on a rise, but you can kind of see where we had this gap fill level down here on the VIX index, and you can see we held up pretty nicely there, and they didn't want to give it up, so we got there, and now volatility is starting to shoot back up. This is going to all depend on how long does volatility want to shoot up for. Now, nothing too extreme here. We are seeing just a bit of a rise in volatility up to 25. Not anything near to where we were at one point not too long ago, being at the 41 and whatnot. So volatility has been extreme compared to where we're at right now. So we're just seeing, little slight bounces in volatility, not really showing us much of anything, not anything to be concerned about. We could still stay in bull territory, and if volatility stays, around this area, I don't expect the market to completely tear up into pieces. I think that if the market stays, anywhere below 29, anywhere below 30 on the VIX, I think that the market will sustain. But if VIX ever decides to get back up towards 41 to 40, that's of course something to be concerned about. Will it ever reach up to these levels again? Who knows? With this vaccine starting to come out, I don't think it will. The vaccine comes out, people start to take it, it starts to be proved effective, towards towards repelling the coronavirus. I think that honestly, VIX will stay towards the low side, just having lower volatility in the market, and the market continuing to rise in the near future. There's a lot of speculation saying that the market's going to have another crash and whatnot, and that is all based on, of course, how the market, really takes the indecision, the mixed fears, the mixed emotions of everything that is currently going on with the vaccine being present right now, with the election just coming by. What new rules are going to be coincide with the coronavirus? I was actually hearing not too long ago that they're going to make maybe a certificate saying that if you don't take this vaccine that you can't go on in public places. That could really have an effect on the market, maybe in a negative way or maybe in a good way. Maybe people believe that having a certificate of confirmation that you took the virus, that took the vaccine. Maybe people think that that'll be good for the overall economy and keeping us safe. Who knows, right? So that's kind of what I'm looking at for the overall market now. And the standpoint, I'm still bullish on this. Now, if the market, if volatility doesn't slow down, like it's 9:23 right now, so we have not that long to the market opens. Now, volatility gets over 25 today, which is a pretty key level. If you see right here, we've been with some support and some resistance. So we can see we got there and pulled back pretty drastically. Look at the 30-minute right now. So you can see 25.20 is a relatively key level. And my does not like me having to zoom in for some odd reason. But obviously we got up there in a pre-market 25.13, pulled back pretty hard. Yesterday was a chop day, but in a pre-market we're skyrocketing. So it depends on if the VIX wants to hold up. If VIX holds up, it continues to get through 25.20, it continues to climb. Then that would show me something. That would show me some bearish activity, and maybe even confirm this bearish divergence and whatnot. So that's the end of this video. Those were my outlooks on this week, and those are my outlooks on what's going to come up. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor in any sort of way. This is just my opinion. This is what I believe. This is what I'll be looking for in the overall market and coming up. And so, if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, leave a comment, give me your opinion on what you think will happen. Leave any questions down below, and I will be back with the video later. You guys have a good day.